It's so pretty outside. Ah, yay! Yesterday it was so not. So snowy. Okay, so anyway, quick video. I always say that, don't I? This. I know. I did the Cardinal no from MAC. And I went on eBay and I bought some stuff. Stupid. But let me first, before you say, Paige, you're a moron. Everyone says don't do the eBay thing. The lady who was selling these, she emailed me several times before I even placed a bid. She seemed so nice. She had all these stories she made up, obviously. And on her feedback, she had no other MAC brushes. So I was like, maybe it is just somebody selling something like everybody else and not a company. And I don't know if I was right or wrong, but I'll tell you about that in a second. Anyway, so I did a little research, and the MAC brush set, full-size brush set, came out in 2006, and I found out what brushes were in it and what the case was like. This is pretty much what the case looked like, and the brushes that are in here are the same ones that were in the set. So I was like, maybe, you know, and it wasn't that much. So in the back of my head, I'm like, they're fake. But it's MAC, and I'm broke, so I'm like, you know what? I'll risk it. It's 45 bucks, I'll risk it. So anyway, here's the case. It is leather. So now I'm going to tell you how to spot fake MAC brushes. First of all, if you get anything off eBay that looks like this, it's not real. The actual inside of the case was, it's not vinyl. The real one was leather interior. These flaps were also leather. So that's the first thing if you're getting a case like this. Okay, now on to the brushes. These are the brushes I received. And at first glance, I'm like, yep, looks good, oh no. This one gave it away for me right away. This is the Max 190 foundation brush. And if you've ever looked on MAC website or seen videos with girls using these, or boys, this is not real. And the reason you can tell is because there's a couple reasons. First reason is the fade out is very noticeable. For the real MAC, you can't even tell. So if you see a brush like this and it's got a pretty absurd fade out line, it's not real. Let me see if I can, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is one I got from TJ Maxx, and it's similar. Now, if this was a real MAC brush, you would see total difference. But you don't. They're pretty similar. So anyway, what else was I going to say? The bristles are very soft, and it applies foundation really well. I think the biggest problem with it is that it's fake. I'm sorry, I'm a little agitated. Anyway, so for the real one, it's a lot thinner, and this one kind of swoops out. That would be in more if it was real. It's pretty impressive. I mean, it works. So, whatever. I'm kind of bitter yet. This is the MAC 168. And again, it's the goat hair brush, very soft. But the way to spot a fake with this one is this. Do you see how that's just like all the other brushes? Bare, nothing. Well, the actual 168 from MAC has a gold or a silver like design on the bottom, and I think it's actually this kind of silver. I'm not sure, I haven't seen one, just videos. But anyway, so if you see a 168 like this with nothing down here, it's not real. Another way to tell is obviously if this is set in good, and depending on where it was made is another thing. I think they're made in Japan, France, and China, I think? I'm not sure. Okay, this is the other brush. This is the MAC 150. And I was impressed. As far as the brush quality, it's really soft. I didn't get any fallout. And honestly, I would almost think that this is a MAC brush. But I know it's not because these all came in a set. So if one's fake, they're all fake. And I haven't gone to the MAC counter, but I'm sure they're fake. That's not a question with that MAC foundation brush. Anyway, it's really soft, and it's the 150 from MAC. Okay, this is the MAC 194. And the real MAC 194 is, obviously it doesn't have as many breakage, even though it's synthetic. But as far as this brush, it has breaks all over it, and it's kind of all trashed. And it's a lot darker than the 194 from MAC, the actual bristles. The next brush is the 275. It's a blending brush. This one was actually really impressive. I honestly thought it was real. If I would have gotten it singular, I would have thought it was. The bristles are really soft. I really like it. I guess this isn't even how to spot fake MAC. I'm just talking about being pissy about some stupid brushes that weren't real. Alright, anyway. This is the 239 from MAC. It's the goat-haired bristles, and they're a little coarser, so they're really good for packing on the product. This brush, again, was one I was like, But see, I don't know much about MAC, and I know if I had MAC brushes, I'm sure I'd find differences, but... So that's the 239 that I got. That was fake. This is the 266. And I see a lot of people use this for their shadow or their eyebrows. I think it's a little thin for me for my eyebrows, but I have tried it, and I mean, it packed the color on pretty evenly, so. Anyway, the reason you can tell if a 266 is fake from MAC is the bristles. They should go in a steep upward angle like this, but when you press down on them, they should kind of just sit there. They should be a little bit thicker and more coarse. These, you press, they go all over the place. Look at that. So, that's not real. And the last one was the 316. And the way to tell if a 316 is fake, for one, the MAC's 316 are pretty thin. They're more of that kind of angle. And from the side, they're a little more together. I mean, this one's kind of hard. But... the cap should not be rusty looking, and it shouldn't fall apart. The second day I got it, I was like messing with it. I'm like, is it real? Is it real? And this popped all the way off, and the end of it looked just like this, and this was just kind of set on top of it. So I took some nail glue and fixed it, but that's a good way to know if it's not real, because it's not made with good quality. So anyway, I got all these brushes. I can get them all these. Ooh, all these brushes. And I got them for about $40 with shipping. The lady, will you hold on? I'm sorry. Okay, I got a couple more minutes. The lady had told me that her brushes were real and all this stuff, and I believed her. Well, I got them in the mail, and I'm like, you know, that sucks, because she seems so honest. But that's what I get for doing the whole eBay thing. So anyway, I went on eBay to send her a message and say, hey, listen, you know, I don't want them. They're fake, so I want my money back. She canceled her account. Really. Yeah, just gone, vanished. So I'm stuck with them. So I'll probably be using them in tutorials. And they're very similar to the MAC brushes that they're supposed to be. The quality of the bristles is really good, but they are fake, so that kind of sucks. But when I do my tutorials, I'll say like, oh, I'm using the 239 or whatever. I don't want to throw them away. What do you do? So anyway, there's some things to spot MAC brushes. I'm not a pro, but I own fake ones, and I know what real ones look like. So if you have a problem with this, message me, ask me something if you've got a MAC brush you're not sure about, and I'll see if I can help you out. So, thanks for watching. Take care. Oh, I was also going to say, the contest is 2 weeks. There's 2 weeks left. I know it's quite a while, but I can't wait for people to enter it. I have one girl so far, and then a couple comment responses. So, get your entries in. And again, if you don't have a camera, just post a comment on that video and let me know it's your entry. So, yay! I want to give stuff away, so you have to do it so I can be enthusiastic about doing another one. Anyway, take care, and I'll talk to you later.